for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the theme song. Do it for Deuce and Mo.
We are live!
Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, that's
Happy
my
Thursday night, basketball sickos. The Sacramento Kings give up 139 points to the Sixers.
How's
How are we
everybody doing tonight?
Hey.
What up, Deuce? Hey, Morgan.
It's been your thing all season long.
I'm rooting for y'all.
Yeah. How about those 18 and 53 Kings?
Let's go, Kings.
It's so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Good
much.
bet.
Yeah. Wow, we'll be talking some NBA, of course. We'll talk about what we just witnessed at Golden One Center tonight, or at least some of us did. I don't know if everyone was locked into Kings Sixers with March Madness going on, and they're checking the score right. Oh, the Kings gave up 45 points in the first quarter. Okay, I'll check in later. Oh, it's close. I'll check back in. At the end of the game, it was 139 to 118. The Sixers get the win.
That's why they're checking in with us now. They're like,
Exactly.
tell me what
That's why we're here.
Give me the cliff notes.
My energy is going to be high every single game.
Oh, yeah?
You know, I'm bringing it. We've got 11 to go, and I am sprinting to the finish line. I'm not crawling. This is basketball. We got to talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah,
It's
and-
beautiful. Why am I sounding like Bill Walton?
It's beautiful. Well, you're sounding like Bill Walton, but you're looking like Mike Bibby. Show everyone that muscle. Show everyone that muscle.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh, my God.
Seeing Mike Bibby at the game tonight. I saw him after the game. I know you went and said
Yeah.
hi. He was there with his grandpa Mike, by the way. which is
He's in his
crazy.
grandpa era.
Yeah.
The cutest.
Mike Bibby looks like he's lost a little bit of muscle.
Coaching's probably
Yeah.
stressing him out a little bit.
You know what it is? I think all he did before was work out. He did nothing else. He just worked out. Now he's like, oh, wait, I have like a responsibility. I have to go coach a basketball team, a college basketball team.
Stress will do that
Yeah.
to you too.
Exactly.
Oh, Mike. In his grandpa era. It was so cute. He was so proud though, Deuce. He called me up when I was up on the set and I'm like, yo. And he goes, hey, look down. Look down. And then he puts his phone down to hold up his granddaughter like he was like Rafiki in freaking Lion King and it was
I've
Simba.
never seen that movie. Is it good?
Rafiki and Simba.
I know.
Lion King.
I know. I've never seen it.
It's a circle of life and it moves us all in the way.
You don't know the song.
Till we find our way in the circle, mommy, in the circle of life. Wom, pom, 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 pom.
You know what's so
I
funny
love that movie.
about that whole thing is I was trying so hard to bait you into I've never seen that movie, and you just went straight through it.
Because it was so dumb, and I wasn't going to let you do that bit and ruin my moment of enjoying Lion King.
I was trying to bait the chat too. I've never seen it.
I got to pipe down, Morgan.
Yeah, it would have been nice if you somehow tied that whole sequence to make it Kings related or something.
Mike Bibby holding up his granddaughter.
Yeah, but the song itself. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh, man. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. Give me a hell yeah. Shout out to the basketball sickos. What's up, David? Bad News Sour Grapes, Jordan, Omar, Derek in Tacoma. Authentic self. Really appreciate you just being your real self. Hey, so much. Thank you so much, Jesse James, for being here. Duke Williams, Super Doctor Professor, D3348, hey, pal. Hey, what's up, cats? Death, Childish. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. All right. Any other Disney songs you want to perform before we start? Hakuna Matata.
No. I was trying to think of a just stop your crying. It will be all right. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around
I have
you.
no idea what this is.
I will be here. Don't you cry.
What's that from?
Because you'll be in my heart.
Again, where's that?
Because you'll be in
All right, Deuce and Mo.
Tarzan.
I've literally never seen Tarzan. That's not a joke. 3, 2, 1.
I hate this life.
Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
Oh, welcome into the Deuce and Mo podcast. It's a Thursday night. Kings back on the home floor taking on the Sixers. The Sixers team they saw wasn't too long ago, but it feels like a year ago. It was a close game in Philly. And if you looked at that box score, you went, wait, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Dennis Schroeder played in that game.
Yes.
Sabonis, Levine. You know those guys played tonight. But VJ Edgecombe, what a performance by the rookie. Him, Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards. If you played on the Sixers, you likely cooked the Kings tonight. The Sixers matched their season high in points. They scored 139 points. They beat the Kings 139-118. The Kings now 18-53 on the season. This podcast is always presented by our friends over at Santebo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. How you doing, Mo?
I'm grand. I'm not grand because we're coming down to the end, because I was just about to say, we only have like 11 games left. And I don't ever want that to be like the downer, because I always miss the season when it's gone. But I do have to say, when there are so many bodies down for the Sacramento Kings, it is really difficult to just like be up for it and be super excited. And then when it ends up like that and the Kings lose like that, it's just like, oh shit. But hey, I did have fun once again seeing another team come through and seeing some really fun players come through and take on the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings were shorthanded again, as they have been. Neat Clifford did not play. Hamstring soreness, and then Malik Monk left the game at halftime with a right shoulder injury. He was attacking in transition. It looked like he collided with Drummond. He was down the floor for a second, kept playing, but he did not return in the second half. So who knows how long that's going to be. So they played the rest of the game with 8 players, and the Sixers did their thing tonight against Sacramento. We're going to talk about this game, some Sixers, and we'll bounce around the NBA. Morgan, the defense tonight. Oh, my goodness.
It wasn't there. And that's what made a night like this so frustrating, because it was just like, wait, I'm supposed to be watching a basketball game, and basketball has offense and defense. And there wasn't much defense from either team, it didn't seem at first. And then it really took off going into the half. And then obviously in that second half, the Kings defense wasn't there. And when I say wasn't there, I know VJ Edgecombe is a very good player and can get to his spots and get what he wants. But there's so many times, and even you text me about this, when it was him taking a ball screen, just kind of weaving around it, but then the drop would be someone like Max, let's say, and Max would remain and drop. And it's like, VJ Edgecombe's already in his spot then. Like he wants to be in that little stop pop mid-range spot. And so, yeah, there's just that would happen over and over and over again, just that, and then so much more.
Yeah. They couldn't guard the ball. Okay, and that's what it comes down to in this league. If you can't guard the ball, good night. And when you've got 2 guys, VJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes, who are just beating anybody in front of them off the dribble and getting into the paint, or like you said, getting into their spots, it's night-night. And the one time, you mentioned the play where like Max was in drop a little bit, conceding a little bit, that mid-range shot. You're trying to pick your poison a little bit. You play too far up, he can blow by you. It's a tough thing. It's a tough position for Max to be in those situations. But then in the fourth quarter, when he came up, VJ got by him. The help had to come off the corner, and VJ made the right pass. It led to an open 3 ball. So the Sixers just did anything they wanted. Like they were not felt by the Sacramento Kings in this game. And we shouldn't be surprised by this, but it was glaring to see how much the Sixers' athleticism just absolutely obliterated the Kings in this one, because they really, really had no answer for dribble penetration, for recovering. I mean, it was ugly.
It was ugly. And then obviously the 3-point shooting, you know, Andre Drummond getting how many corner threes? 3?
And, shout out to Drummond. He's been working on that aspect of his game, but no one looks at him as like a 3-point shooter. He gets 3 looks from the corner and knocks them in. That was a staggering thing going into this game because, of course, the Sixers being down so many bodies. You know, Tyrese Maxey, who's just a stud. George still on suspension until next week. Embiid, who's missed a significant chunk of time after looking like Embiid again. And then Kelly Oubre, who's a really good starter for them. They have been struggling offensively in a major way. In fact, the last 4 games before tonight, the last 4 games, as a team, they're 27 of 126 from 3. That's 21%.
Yeah.
Here are some of the numbers. 9 for 41 against Denver. 7 of 25 against Portland. 3 of 25 against the Nets. 8 of 35 against Detroit. Well, tonight, 17 of 36. 47%. Why does that happen? And I feel like that's a common question some Kings fans ask. Well, why is it the Kings always allow teams to come in and knock down threes? Again, if you can't guard the ball, you're going to have a lot of trouble in this league. And the Kings couldn't do that at all. Collapses the defense. You create good 3-point looks. And did they get good 3-point looks? Yeah. And for a team like the Sixers, who haven't been shooting well, when you see some go in early, Justin Edwards had 13 points in like the first 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they're confident everything's flowing.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. They were flowing, feeling confident, feeling good. And I was going to bring up some of those 3-point numbers because I was making jokes before the game of like, my key to the game is the Kings defending the 3-point line. And it was like, wait, why? This team has been shooting like shit from 3-point land. And I was like, they will figure it out against the Sacramento Kings. And if they do start to figure it out, it's exactly that. The confidence, you heat up, you find your groove again. That happens against the Kings 3-point defense all the damn time. And there's definitely games, I feel like, with the Kings, especially in some of these wins that we've seen, where it's like, whoa, they're moving on a string, they're talking it up, it's looking good. The last 2 games, the last 2 losses, it's just been so bad. And I get it. I get it when it's the Spurs and you're playing a better team, but like you can make adjustments throughout the game. And then tonight it was like, I know the Sixers are still a better team, more athletic, all the different things, but for them to get their shot going, that's when I was just like, all right, this is the bad defense part.
The stat I saw coming into tonight, in the last 9 games, the Sixers were 28th in the NBA in scoring. The only teams scoring fewer than them during that span, the Nets and the Bucks. And so, yeah, it's been a big time struggle for the Sixers. But look, teams can knock down threes if they are not being felt at all.
Yeah.
You know, and it's clear the Sixers did not feel Sacramento. And then you go into the athleticism, because I thought that was a huge thing in tonight's game, is the second chance points. The Sixers had 19. I know the Kings had some late to you know, kind of even the gap a little bit. But man, like even VJ Edgecombe, he's getting a ton of offensive rebounds. He had 7 rebounds. I think today he had 4 offensive rebounds.
Really?
And they're off his own. He is got jaw-dropping athleticism.
Jaw-dropping. That's bouncy, but so controlled. It's amazing. That can't lie. I had a lot of fun watching him tonight.
Oh, I mean, the guy is a problem. And to see him doing this
So
as a
fun.
rookie, he feels poised. And
Oh my God.
what an experience for him. He had the ball in his hands a lot in this game. And hey, come up, set a high screen for him.
Oh.
And because of his speed and the change of speed, his ability to score at all 3 levels.
All 3.
I mean, he could explode to the rim, but he, like you said, more than comfortable with that mid-range shot.
Making the right decision out of it every time.
So he had a career high in points tonight. He had 38 points. He also had a career high in assists with 11.
Still, I mean, again, that's making the right decision. So even if the defense was collapsing on him or adjusting to what he was doing at times or certain possessions, he's making the right pass, making the right play. And I mean, there's, so many other guys that it felt like that he could pass it out to, where we're going into this game going like, oh, okay, you know, what names do we have? Well, someone like Quentin Grimes,
Dude.
He can have games like this. And
We saw it at the end of last year.
yes. And so to see it tonight against Sacramento Kings, it was fun and good for him. But at the same time, there are so many times around the rim and in the paint that he was getting that I was just like, where's the resistance?
Well, they were finding all the mismatches
Yeah.
possible. And, you know, we've given Precious Achiuwa a lot of love for his ability to defend. I mean, he's been asked to try to defend multiple positions. He's done a great job in Sacramento. But there are times tonight, like, he's got to deal with some like Quentin Grimes, who, like, he 2 hard dribbles and he's getting past you. And then the help is not there. And if the help is there, Grimes is doing a good job getting off the ball too. I
Yeah.
think he had like 7 or 8 assists in this game. So everybody
7
was a problem. And then someone like Justin Edwards, who what an outrageous night for him. He had a career high 32 points in this game.
7 3-pointers
Yeah.
made.
And again, he had a couple good ones early that you felt like, oh, he's confident. And then now he's just in a rhythm. He's hitting deep ones from
Yep.
the right angle, but there are quality looks. And I know sometimes teams are going to knock down shots. You live with it. But like tonight was just defensive breakdown after defensive breakdown. And it's not necessarily a surprise because, you know, the Kings are, you know, down at one point in this game, 8 bodies.
Yeah.
And your rookie, Neat Clifford, who I think, whether you are a huge fan of him or not after his rookie year, I think he's done some nice things defensively. He's an athletic body. He's
Yeah.
switchable. Well, when you lose him, that kind of hurts you too. And so now, from an athleticism standpoint, you're in a tough spot. Like, you're asking a lot from Daquan Plowden, who does a good job out there, but then you're playing Doug McDermott a lot of minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's not very good defensively.
It's well, seeing Doug McDermott play, I mean, the amount of minutes that he had to play.
Played 30 minutes. Yeah. I mean,
30 minutes.
He hasn't played at all this year, really, you know?
Yeah, it's again, that's just where you're at and what type of game it was. And I did want to talk a little bit more. Like, there's definitely, like we always say, there's always good things to talk about, even in some of the bad games. And I want to get to Max in a second, but I was curious about DeMar DeRozan and if you were, I guess, not weirded out, but just like intrigued with why he was playing not that much in the first half.
He played 8 minutes in the first quarter. They didn't put him in the second quarter till like 2:50 to go or something. I think it's pretty simple. That group that was out there was clicking. Like, you know, like you had a group that got the Kings back in the game. Because you remember, they get down 14 at one point.
Yeah.
They allowed 45 points in the first quarter.
Yes.
45 in the first quarter. You're just digging yourself a hole. And I thought that group in the second that featured Hayes, Malik Monk, Plowden, Precious, and Cardwell, and eventually Russ came back in there. I thought they did a really good job of just pushing the pace. And they were very unselfish. It felt like they were making the extra pass. You know, Hayes likes to move the ball. I think Malik likes to move the ball. And then, you know, all of a sudden you knock down a couple of shots, right?
Yeah.
You start feeling good. You chip away and you just let that group cook a little bit. That's also how they lost the game tonight. I thought their close to the second quarter was gross. I mean,
Well-
you get back in the game, you take the lead at one point, and they outscore you 20-10 to end the quarter.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I didn't even understand, even when Russ was starting to go back in and everything else. I was just like, I was like, oh, why is he going back in to finish off this quarter to go into the half? So again, it was just, I was more just curious in his 23 minutes that he ended up playing. He was 6 of 10. Only last game, he didn't score in the first quarter as well, or in the first half, and he didn't score in the first half again tonight.
Yeah, all 13 of his points came in the third quarter. He was 6 of 10 in that quarter.
Yeah.
He also had 5 assists. I mean, they were being aggressive with their doubles, and then he just, I don't know if it was all that rest he got in the first half, but he came out in the third quarter and he was like knocking down everything.
Yep. It was just a bucket.
Yeah.
But
back to VJ for a second.
Oh,
I don't want to. I
sorry.
feel like we glossed over him a little bit.
No, we didn't. But I'm so down to talk more VJ. Sorry, I was going Kings.
16 of 28 shooting, 3 of 7 from 3. I just think of that backcourt with him and Maxey. My goodness. And I know slightly undersized, but even today, you just look at this Sixers team. the pieces that they did play, like Dominic Barlow's got good size. Like he's got good length. Justin Edwards got good size. Bona, super athlete. He had 10 rebounds in this game. It just feels like they construct a team the right way where everyone, they have maybe some smaller guards, but then they also have length and size around them and athleticism. And you need that in this league. I'm really interested to see what the Sixers look like. It's so stupid to say if they're healthy, but Paul George does come back next week.
Whoa, is that already
off the suspension?
Wow.
I think the March 25th. We don't know about Embiid. He was doubtful coming into this game. He had a stretch where he looked like himself again.
Yeah.
And then you get Oubre back. I feel like they're an interesting team, but I guess we just can't count on them being healthy.
When you say interesting, are you saying like an interesting team in the Eastern Conference? Or are you just saying
in
like
the East?
Okay.
There was a stretch. In fact, it was right around when the Kings were playing them last where, Embiid was just on a run where
Oh yeah.
it was not only him putting up numbers, it was how he was moving out there.
Yep.
Like even defensively.
I feel like you and I did something for either the pregame show or something talking about how he was moving out there like a 25-year-old again or just like a young body, whatever. And sprinting, it was sprinting
Yep.
up and down the floor from rim to rim. And it was just something that you hadn't seen in a long time from him. So yeah, I mean, again, seeing them tonight, it's so weird to like evaluate what they are as this squad going into trying to get it in a playing spot. But at the same time, when healthy, and then you have this as your depth, this as your roster.
And even long term, I understand the Embiid contract's not great. All that. Maxey and Edgecombe, like, okay, you've got two guys that are
100%.
super explosive at that guard spot. Also, one other Sixers shout out before we talk about the Kings. You mentioned Drummond with the threes. He was 3 of 3 in this game from downtown. He played 24 minutes at 13 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. But what I love about this is a guy who wasn't taking threes in his career, and now he's taking threes. It's just a good lesson. Like, you can evolve, and
Always.
Drummond's put in the work. Again, he's not going to turn into like some elite 3-point shooter, but this guy was not a threat at all from the perimeter ever in his career. And tonight he knocks down 3 corner threes.
And he looked really good doing them. I mean, it looked very natural for him, and they were not contested. And for him to be able to knock them down and have these opportunities of like, okay, might as well practice them now, especially in this matchup against this team, is smart.
I'm looking at his like career 3-point attempts. He's been in the league since 2012, which is crazy. He's 32 now. This year he's taken, I don't know if this includes tonight. It might. He's taken around 75 threes this year. Okay.
Okay.
Last year he took 20.
Okay.
The year before that, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 8, 8, 14. You get the picture. He's just never taken a lot of threes. And so he's worked on his game. Give him some love.
And I mean, to be a veteran in this league and to evolve your game and work on your game and make it more like modern day NBA and being able to stretch the floor a little bit more. And the numbers show this year too, like actually attempting more and more. Good for him.
So the Kings lost this game by 20 plus. It's the 18th time they've lost a game by 20 plus. That's the most in franchise history. Frankie Cardicelli had that one.
Thanks, Frankie.
Yeah, thanks for the great news, Frankie. But think about that. All the times they've been blown out over the years. They've had some bad teams. This is the team that has lost by 20 plus more than any team in the Sacramento Kings franchise history. That's crazy.
It is.
But let's go to something good then.
Oh, thank God.
Maxime Raynaud, back-to-back 30-point games. He ends up with 30 points in 35 minutes, 11 of 17 shooting. He had just 4 rebounds in this game, 3 of 4 from downtown, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. What stood out to you about Maxime Raynaud?
Feeling confident from that 3.
Morgan, that is the most exciting thing. And it wasn't just the corner. Right? He took one
Left
like
wing.
a left. Exactly. You know, corner threes are great. They're very efficient, shorter, right? Whatever. But to see him with confidence take the 3,
Yeah.
I feel like he passed up on so many early. And we were asking him, like, come on, just take these threes. Now he's taking them
with confidence. But that's the main thing. It's not like he's like, okay, do I shoot? Do I not shoot? It's like, no, make it part of your game. Just make it part of your game, especially if you want to evolve as a player, as you're just a rookie in this league and you've evolved in your first year and being able to grow, not only showing how dominant and efficient you can be in the paint, but then from the outside as well. Such a bright light of this season, especially because you think about what he could be for the future of this team. And that's all that we want to feel, especially at this time of the year of like, well, what does this mean for the future? Well, Max is a great positive thing for the future. And I guess what else has really stood out to me, especially in tonight's game, I always say making himself available, but I felt like he did a really good job of not just working the 2-man game with Russ and was like working the 2-man game or in different actions with other people and was still able to be efficient. Like didn't need to lean on him for just the pocket pass, but it was like everyone else was understanding where he was going to be on the floor.
Well, something Daquan Plowden was talking about after the game. I know some of the other players on the team have echoed is just how much like Russ has helped teaching them about angles and positioning, you know, those type of things. And I think Max has taken a lot from that. And to see him apply it outside of when he's just working with Russ,
dude,
that's growth. Here's one more stat for you. His second consecutive 30-point game. He is the 4th rookie in franchise history with 30 or more points in consecutive games. The first since Walt Williams did it. That was in March of 1993.
Do you know Walt Williams?
The Wizard? Yes.
I don't know Walt
It's okay.
Williams. Okay. I was like 93.
You weren't watching.
I mean,
man.
how were you? You were 5.
I still know who Walt Williams is.
Okay. But yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Definitely need to look him up. But yeah, for Max to not only post those numbers, but to also, it's like we said, it's how he's posting those numbers. It's how he is also being able to be so efficient out there. And then you talk about the angles with Russ. That's what I wanted to get to, was Russ being able to be a good leader and teacher. Like that's one thing, but who's gonna take on that information and really like sit with it and be able to utilize it? Max is doing that. He is showing that he wants to be a student of the game, and then he's going, you're telling me to angle myself like this. You're telling me if I give you a screen like this, then I should just slip it if the defender's hips are faced this way. Great. Like all those things, he is processing at such a high level in his rookie season. I just love it.
It's exciting. It's exciting to see that type of upside with him. You know, I always think it's a challenge when you're watching a team that's not good. The Kings are 18-53, and you're trying to figure out what's real and what's not, especially stat wise. Like numbers can feel outrageous when it comes to bad teams. Like someone's got to score, right? And I think if you've been a Kings fan long enough, you've been through this where it's like, oh my God, dude, Scalabie Sierra at 32 and the game winner, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm always about tempering expectations. With that said, Max has a skill set as a big that is very intriguing, right? Because he has good size, but his touch around the basket is really nice. And some of the moves he had on Victor, there were times he challenged him kind of. One of the first plays of that game when he tried that hook shot over Victor.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, but I like that he just tried it. But there are other times he was able to draw a foul from Victor just by having good footwork, body positioning around the basket, patience. And then the aggressiveness, you know, we talk about the touch around the basket. The one thing that we kept talking that he needed to do more of is be able to space the floor. And for him to be doing that now, if you've got great size, you've got good touch around the basket, and you can step out and hit a three, you can have a role in the NBA as a player. Now, there are things he's got to get better at. He's got to be a better rebounder. He's got to get more physical. It's all the stuff we talk about. But I was talking to G-Man before the game, and he talked to Max, and G-Man was like, oh, have you ever played so many minutes like you did last game? He used to play like 42. He goes, I've never played that many minutes in my life. And he said his back's kind of bugging him, right? Yeah. So he's fighting through some stuff. Like he's playing heavy minutes, and he's still finding ways to be productive. But I guess all that said, yes, it's a bad team. I think there's reason to be optimistic about Max because of the things we just talked about.
Oh, I'm so in. It's not. I promise you, it's not one of those things where I had to find something to make me feel better. Anything. It's like so real that it genuinely has helped me at the end of this season. And if there was nothing, like, really think about that, Deuce. If there was nothing to look forward to, and like the Kings didn't have a draft pick last year, or like even how Scott Perry had to trade to get a first round pick and Neek and everything else, and then to find a diamond in the rough like Max at 42, it's makes me feel good going into this offseason after a very awful year.
His March has been great. I think coming into this game, he was right behind Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple for rookie scoring in March.
So cool.
I think he's going to have a legit shot. He should be on the all-rookie team. I don't know if it's going to be first team, but he should be on the all-rookie second team. He has to be.
I mean, I don't know how he wouldn't be now.
Yeah.
Like, he's not only has he had the amount of like games and opportunities and minutes, even if he's on a bad team, I just don't feel like that really matters when it comes to those all-rookie teams. Like, that's really getting judged in there.
The crazy thing is Carlin has to, lay on the mouse. Thanks, Car. You all right, buddy? Say hi to the people. It's been a while since you were here. Say hi, tired boy. Look at this face. What a face. You're so cute. You're pretty. Oh, thank you so much for the kisses. Thank you. Okay. We'll chat later, Carlin. Sorry, dude. Dog dad life. It's could be tough sometimes, making sure he gets everything he needs. Hey, buddy.
I just picked him up.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Max.
Max.
Oh, it's funny thing about Max too is if Sabonis is healthy,
I know
you're not seeing any of this.
I know,
and maybe you would see glimpses, but really, this opportunity to play heavy minutes, to start, to work so much with Russ, I think it's helped develop him more than anything.
Deuce, that's something you and I were just talking about. I think we were on the floor before the game and we're waiting for people to come out just to watch them play, shoot around. And I said to you, we started talking about like this draft and just rookies and everything else. And I said to you, how big situations are for rookies to set the tone of their career, of what their life is going to be. A situation of being in the wrong place or part of an organization where the culture isn't there and the team isn't good and it doesn't make sense for you as a player and the way that you've played your whole life, that could ruin the rest of your career. But then something like this happens and I say it's luck for Max, but I don't want to put it like that because it's just or opportunity, I guess you could put with injury, putting you in a situation to learn and grow with real NBA minutes. Like he got lucky with this situation because he's not able to even shine or showcase what he's capable of doing if Sabonis was still out here.
That's a good point. Looking at some of the other numbers, the other big that's obviously been intriguing for Sacramento. And it's just third game back. Dylan Cardwell ended up playing 21 minutes. Morgan, he had 9 points. He matched his career high with 14 rebounds. 9 of those were offensive rebounds tonight.
Jesus. I didn't realize that.
And, speaking of Dylan for a second, I think everyone was excited to see him back. And, you miss his energy. He does this. One of the things I was thinking about, I was like, no, this guy just needs to play. He had only played 29 NBA games. The reps down the stretch of the season are so important for him. And I could tell his first couple of games getting back, his rhythm was off, especially defensively. I felt like he was a little foul heavy.
Yeah. Chaotic with his body.
Yeah, which is stuff we saw early when he was getting this opportunity. I thought he looked a little more comfortable in this one.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know if it was because of the minutes. No, 21. Or what it was, but I think you're right. It was him just finding his flow once again, feeling a little bit more confident with his body out there, a little bit more, allowing the game to just come to him. I love that Malik Monk to him that moment that Malik Monk threw the alley-oop up to him. He threw it down. Like, those are the moments that you want to see. And it was funny because he didn't even celebrate after that one. Like, I think he only celebrated like once tonight. And I was like, are we okay?
Okay.
I know. Just, hey, a stat we got to make sure we're looking at with Dylan Cardwell.
And then one more shout out from this game as a pod because we hammered him pretty good early. Daquan Plowden, just congrats to him. 20-point game, his first ever 20-point game in his NBA career. Played 31 minutes, 7 of 13. He knocked down 4 of 8 from 3.
I love when he is knocking down the 3 at an efficient level. It's just so good for him in these opportunities as well.
We got more of the podcast coming up. We got to talk some NBA, sprinkle a little college because I don't think Morgan knows what AJ did.
I don't.
Oh, I love this. I love
What time did he play?
It was during the Kings game.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure some fans were watching AJ play.
I'm sure they were.
We'll do that. But first, we're presented by our friends here at Centivo Vineyards and Winery.
The best of the best. Family-owned business, all Kings fans, and some of the best wine. And you can get some of that wine at CentivoVineyards.com. You can go there, get into your bottles, become a wine member. It's getting nice and beautiful and sunny outside. You can go to
too hot lately, though. Can we all admit it's March? We don't need it pushing 90.
I keep sweating my suit. It's like so weird, you guys. Like I'm always cold, but now like I had like little sweaty gray sweat pit stain or whatever before I went on TV, and I'm like, what is a girl supposed to do? Anyway, don't get sweaty. Just go to CentivoVineyards.com. I'm sure they have some nice chilled wines, white wines that you can have, or maybe even a champagne to cool off a little bit at their tasting room in Sassoon Valley. Just go to CentivoVineyards.com.
Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. Medic Ambulance has set the standard in emergency medical services for over 45 years now. From life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events, Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Appreciate your support of the podcast. If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Appreciate the basketball sickos hanging out with us after your favorite team got obliterated tonight to the Sixers. Morgan, who would be your Butcher and Barrel player of the game?
Oh, probably VJ Edgecombe.
Wow. Sorry, Maxime Raynaud, who had back-to-back 30-point games. Daquan Plowden had a career high, and you're going with VJ, huh?
I mean, you're the one that was wanting to talk about him for 30 minutes, so let's see who our
I didn't get enough time talking about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
VJ Edgecombe. 38 points, career high. 11 assists, career high. 7 rebounds. 4 of those offensive rebounds. He did on 16 of 27 shooting. He was 3 of 7 from downtown in this game. Also had just 1 turnover, a couple of steals as well. In his minutes, by the way, I know it's single game plus minus. Plus minus was plus 44 tonight.
Yep.
For
Just doing
VJ.
everything well on the floor.
He just has such a mature game for his age.
Yes.
He doesn't look like he's being sped up. And I understand he's had rookie moments throughout. Yes. But tonight, especially against that Kings defense, he was just like,
cooking.
I am flowing. I look like I'm comfortable. I belong in this league.
Like if he was on my team, I'd be like so confident with just giving him the ball to do the right
Morgan, the lob he caught tonight
thing. Oh my.
from Edwards off that
God.
turnover.
Yes.
That was nasty.
And
his explosion, like he'll miss some shots and you're like,
it's
what is that second jump?
Smooth but quick but bouncy. It's all of the things. VJ Edgecombe, he's our Butcher and Barrel player of the game. You can go to Butcher and Barrel. It's across the street from Golden One Center. They have some of the best food, the greatest people. Make sure to check it out, especially on a game day. You can get $39 for a Wagyu burger, a shot, and a beer. Before a Kings game, walk on over to the Kings game. Or if maybe even you're going to any of the NCAA games,
oh, yeah.
the tournament coming
Sweet
up.
16 and Elite 8 women in the building. We could have Duke here. South Carolina.
Who
What
else?
am I missing?
LSU?
LSU. We're going to be there that Friday. I got to go that Monday, too. Anyway, that's happening at Golden One Center. So, yeah, go to Butcher and Barrel. Speaking of, you have no idea what AJ Dybansta did today, did
No,
you?
I don't.
BYU, the 6th seed, taking on Texas. AJ today, in his NCAA tournament debut, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 11 of 25 shooting, 1 of 7 from 3, 12 of 12 at the free throw line. BYU eliminated, though. Texas got him 79-71. I feel like BYU really missed Richie Saunders down the stretch, but I was bummed. AJ couldn't advance in this one.
Me
He did everything he
too.
could. 35 points. He had like half the team's points today.
Good for him.
He
I
played
mean,
all 40 minutes too.
and to also be rebounding the basketball.
Also, like, let's stop now. Like, he's going to be the number 1 pick. Have we all just gotten there? Like, he is the number 1 pick. Unless Darren Peterson somehow goes on this magical ride during the tournament and Kansas goes super deep. Maybe it changes some minds. I feel like AJ is the number 1 pick.
I'm with you because even someone tonight was saying to me, it was talking about Acuff and I'm being like number 1. I was like, no. I just don't.
You know, the Acuff stuff, I know we hit on it last podcast, I think. It's going to be tough. He is such a special offensive player.
But you don't think at number 1.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. I don't think he's not. I mean,
I think it's an obvious, not obvious. But
I think if Darius Acuff if he kept doing what he has been doing all year and they won the title, maybe he goes like 3. I mean, I don't know. I just can't see him surpassing AJ. And the biggest reason isn't necessarily just, March Madness. It means everything. It's just Darius is going to have the size thing be talked about a lot. And the defensive tape for Arkansas is not great. Watching them, you're like, do you even care about defense? It seems like it's offense. But they're like one of the most entertaining teams to watch in college basketball because they can get up and down the floor and transition. It's high octane.
And
it's fun.
He has a lot to do with that too.
Absolutely. And the offense and the shooting is crazy. And, you know, some people have compared, is it like another small guard like a Ja Morant? Well, the big difference is like Darius Acuff can shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
Right? Great vision too. The size thing can't be ignored. So it's just trying to figure that out. Like, how big of an issue is the size at the next level? People say he's 6'3". I've heard he's not 6'3". So I guess we'll find out at the combine when they do the measurements.
I can't wait.
You know, they measure without shoes, whatever.
Without shoes.
But, you know, does he have more to give defensively? Could the right situation get more out of him to make him like an okay defender? He's not to be a lockdown guy at the point guard spot. If you're dropping 30 bombs and setting up your team left and right, and you're an explosive guard.
You also don't want to be that liability guard like a Trae Young, where it's just like, you see.
But he's strong. You know what I mean? Like, that's the other thing. Trae Young's not like.
I know.
He's small and he's slender.
Totally fair. It's totally fair. I'm just saying where the NBA is going, but you have to have an elite talent if you have flaws on one end of the floor.
Acuff in Arkansas, they beat
elite skill
Hawaii today, 97-78. Acuff had 24 points, 9 of 19 shooting, 2 of 5, and along with 7 assists in the victory.
7 assists.
Duke had a bit of a scare today against the 16 seed Siena.
Oh yeah.
This went down to the wire. Cam Boozer made some nice plays late. He ends up with 22 points, got to the line 14 times. He had 22 points, 13 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 of 11 shooting, 13 of 14 at the free throw line. They escaped to beat the 16 seed Siena Saints 71-65. And, you know, I don't think there's a more, no, that's a lie. I think the two most polarizing players in the draft, especially at the top, Cam Boozer and Darren Peterson. I don't think anyone doubts Darren Peterson's talent, but they go, all right, the injuries, whatever, the body cramps, what's going on here? And then with Cam, it's, all right, he's not a great athlete. He's not explosive. What is he going to be like defensively? Is he just a bully ball guy that like can expose smaller teams?
Yeah.
What's going to happen when he gets double teamed? How is he going to handle it? And I didn't see the whole game today, so can't really speak on today's game. We'll see what Duke's little run is here. You know, they're a little banged up too, so I think there's a lot more pressure and attention on him at the moment.
I mean, there's been pressure and attention on him all season long.
Yeah, his body of work's been pretty damn good.
Yeah, no, and that's why I understand polarizing, being connected to both those names. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Deuce and I, on our way back here, we were talking about VJ Edgecombe and the draft last year and how it went Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, VJ, and then Con Knipple.
Yeah.
And we're just like talking about those 4 guys, knowing Cooper Flag the way he was talked about, but like the others, it's just like their rookie year, how good each of those players were or are, however you want to put it. And so when you look at this next rookie class or these NBA draft prospects, like what to expect out of them. I think sometimes too, when desperate teams and organizations and fans get like excited about some of these people, they go like, can they be a franchise guy? Like a franchise.
Yeah.
And that's just like not how it's always going to be. Even if you get the number 1 pick, it's a lot of it has to do with luck being there and that guy, just his game being able to translate at another level and the situation being able to work out for him. Even someone like Max, not acting like he's that type of player, but I'm just saying like that all those things have to be right for that player to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we get to the point now, especially with our ability to watch all these guys. Like every one of their games is available on TV. Okay. And if you don't, you can watch them online. There's 8,000 different people doing breakdowns on every one of these players, looking at offense and defense. You're watching mixtapes. People on social media are sharing things. We have so much info coming our way. Okay. It's just bombarded with like who these players are. And I've even caught myself because I've been watching more college basketball than I have in years.
Yeah.
Because the Kings were so bad. I'm like, all right, I got to get ready for this. You start noticing the flaws, and I'm going, God, maybe this draft like isn't like, oh my God, at the top. Like, not to say there's not an all-star there.
Sure.
There's no, I don't look at this and go, oh my God, there's a generational talent.
Right.
Like there's no Victor Wembanyama, okay?
Or even Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think AJ has some crazy upside, but dude, there's even people, AJ detractors out there. There's some people are like, okay, what is he really like? Like, how is he going to handle some NBA defense?
NBA size. Yeah, absolutely.
What's that going to look like? Is he RJ Barrett? It's like, well, no, I don't think he's that.
Yeah.
But there's
which, by the way, is
detractors.
still a good player. Yeah. And so that's the tough thing about this. Because I believe AJ will be more, but
also, hey, these are 18 and 19-year-old kids, okay? They're not going to be finished fucking products. Here's what I will say about this class at the top, especially. What their skill level is right now is so impressive. AJ, his scoring ability, getting to the free throw line, in the mid-range, getting to his spots. Like, he looks like he's going to be a flat-out scorer at the next level, no doubt about it. Cam Boozer's processing, right? His size, he can step it out, hit threes, rebound well. We talk about Acuff, and you're just like, Jesus, this guy just is explosive, deep range shooter, just can make all the right decisions late game. Caleb Wilson showing the pop.
Darren Peterson looks NBA ready when he is playing right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, that's why he's one of the more polarizing players, is because it's not off the court. It's his health. It's, whatever else is going on with his body. So.
Yeah. And I think, I'm seeing that chat. Frank says AJ surprisingly not that good defensively, which is same for how athletic he is. I've seen some positive moments from him throughout the year, and there have been some tough moments too. I think there was just a lot on him down the stretch. Like, for those who aren't locked into BYU all the time, Richie Saunders.
Oh my gosh.
Is a damn good player for BYU. And was it torn ACL, I believe, out for the year. And that really changed things, and that you become a little easier to defend. Saunders could get buckets out there. Smooth player, aggressive.
But that's the thing. He did such a good job of just relocating, moving without the basketball to be a threat everywhere, but always being active and moving and
So
keeping the spacing out there. Yeah, the spacing.
He's an experienced player.
So senior leader. Captain.
I'm not going to get caught up in like, how did AJ shoot? He wasn't super efficient tonight. Well, okay, whatever. I mean, he's been efficient throughout the year. But I think he definitely goes number one. Anyway, what were we looking up for Richie Saunders?
I said captain, and then I
probably is.
I wasn't sure.
Don't second guess it. Who cares? Just say Richie Saunders. He's a captain, man.
He's a
one's
captain in
gonna
everyone else's heart.
Who's gonna correct you on that?
No, I just was making sure.
Yeah. In the chat, Daniel says Dylan Harper this year was said to be a bad defender. He's actually a really good team defender. The team matters. Yeah, and also on that, and I agree. You've seen some nice things. I think all the Spurs perimeter guys can look a little better because what they have behind them is so outrageous.
But it goes to everything I'm saying about the situation that you're in. And it's like, yeah, it's so true. It's like not the biggest flaw anymore when you are on a roster that can pick up the slack.
Yeah. Well, this draft's going to be fun. March Madness is going to be fun. A couple of NBA notes, Morgan.
Yes.
Utah won tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, the Utah Jazz won 128-96, beating Milwaukee.
Good job, Jazz.
That's crazy. They played Filipowski tonight. Oh, Ace Bailey was back. He dropped 33 points. He had 9 rebounds, knocked down 7 threes. Ace Bailey, Morgan, launched 19 threes tonight.
No way.
7 of 19. Let it rip.
Damn.
But they got the win. So that is good news for the Kings to get some separation from Utah because now they have 21 wins.
Utah's definitely going to get the #1 pick now.
Okay. Don't say that. Let's do a simulation lottery then.
Then let's see it.
I might as well. It's the first time we've done it. Okay, here we go. Oh my God.
I love it. My favorite thing about
that's vibes.
Something that is so fake. It gets people that excited.
Second time that's happened though since we've done this.
Deuce, how many times have you done this on your own? Like just stood here and
first time today.
Today, I know. I'm saying in the last couple of months.
I did earlier today too.
Oh my God, that's so.
So in this scenario, Sacramento would jump to 1. New Orleans lands at 2, but the pick would go to Atlanta. Utah would be 3. Indiana would be at 4, Washington at 5, Brooklyn dropping to 6.
You guys,
so funny.
I've never clicked on this by myself. And I know and look at you smiling.
But what's funny about you, what you don't understand is the sickos here 100% go on Tankathon at least once a day. It's a thing.
But no, and I know it's a thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm living under a rock. I know it's a thing.
Okay.
But like the thing with you, even you just lying to everyone just now and saying that was the first time that you're doing it today when you're like, well, I did do it earlier today. Like the fact that like you're kind of addicted to it.
No, I haven't done it on the show though.
No shit. But you said there's the first time I'm doing it today. Well, technically the second time I did it.
Okay, whatever.
But even the amount of time, the amount of times that you've done this, and what I love about it is that it gets you, it's so exciting. But it also gets you really down when it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
Because you know what I see is a whole bunch of people do it all the time and they're like posting, oh, look, they go to 6 or 7. It was just cool to see it go to 1, even if it doesn't matter.
It's true. I'm glad that the Jazz didn't get it on that fake time around. After I said that.
Exactly.
That does feel a little better.
Adam says he does it 10 times a day.
See? That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it would just depress me too much if like I didn't see it's like gambling, right? Just like click.
Yeah, but you don't actually lose anything.
Except like a little bit of your soul.
No, because it's just a fun little thing that doesn't actually matter at all. But the Utah Jazz did get the win tonight, 128-96. So now they're up to 21 wins. I feel so bad for the Pistons, dude.
Why? Oh.
Because of Cade Cunningham. He's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Punctured lung. They did win. They beat the Wizards tonight, 117-95 in the first game without Cade. But just hopefully he can get back and right. But the big topic that came up this morning was this 65-game minimum to qualify for All-NBA. And we're at this stage where like Cade Cunningham may not qualify for All-NBA or even MVP. And it's just a shame. I think the rule, I understood what they were trying to go for. You know, hey, you got to have 65 games because maybe some players were sitting out for rest purposes.
Yes.
But, dude, Cade Cunningham is a body of work. He punctured his lung. Like, there's no doubt he was an all-NBA caliber player this year.
Yeah.
And for him not to have the opportunity, it just sucks.
No, and it's almost like I wish this was the year that they kind of like make that tweak to the rule or something to it like that, because it just doesn't make sense. And Doug Christie said it in the pregame presser. He talked about guys being injured and guys being hurt and how it's two different things. You can play through being hurt most of the time. When you're injured, like it sucks, completely understand all the different things. And I remember I forget what year it was with the Tyrese Halliburton trying to reach the games. And although he was hurt, he just kept trying to suit up and play 20 minutes a night.
So he get that Supermax.
So he could get was it for the Supermax or the extra bonus or whatever? There was just like, there was millions upon millions of dollars attached to this. And even that alone, I remember that being the reason why they kept putting him in a uniform and putting him out there. It seemed like they never admitted to that. Was just sad because it was him trying to reach the 65 games. So yeah, I don't know how you change the rule because you just have so many people like that will go through the motions and fuck with the integrity of like rules in the game and everything else to do certain things.
I don't think so. I just don't think it's a rule that
That's what I'm saying.
needs to matter.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with that.
Okay.
I'm saying the rule shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, but it's in place because people fuck with the integrity.
I got it. I got it. Yeah. And, it would be a shame if we got to the end of the season like, oh, hey, Jokic didn't qualify. SGA didn't qualify. And Cade. And hopefully that doesn't happen. But if you do reach that point, imagine if we had like an MVP race and it's like, well, SGA would have won it, but he actually didn't qualify because he played 63 games. So the MVP this year is, hey, Luka, you got it. That would be so outrageous.
And that's why, like, I would understand if they made some sort of tweaks to the rule or just didn't have the rule.
Yeah.
But then it is tough too, because then I feel like the narrative out there around a player that just plays really well. Well, did you see his numbers in 50 games? Did you see how efficient he was in 50 games? And it's like the season's 82 games. And that becomes the issue too.
I think it's a case-by-case thing, a year-by-year thing.
Case by case. I like that.
Yeah, but hopefully Cade can come back and the Pistons...
Poor guy.
And the Pistons playoff run. So hopefully all is well there. Speaking of Luka...
Yeah.
The Lakers' second night of a back-to-back after being Houston again last night.
Crazy.
Again, the Rockets just a mess late. Just replay everything we said last podcast about the Rockets. It applies to this one. But Luka down the stretch of that ball game was outrageous. LeBron was like a throwback game for him in that first half, just dunking
lob
with
after
ease.
lob.
Well, apparently they landed Miami at like 4 a.m. for a second night of a back-to-back against the Miami Heat. They win 134-126. LeBron James with a triple-double, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists on 8 of 12 shooting. Luka, 60 points tonight. He was 18 of 30. He was 9 of 17 from downtown, 15 of 19 at the free throw line. Obviously, he's had some personal things happen this year.
Yeah.
Right? I get separated from his wife or divorced, whatever is going on. There's a lot going on there. So I can only imagine, like, holy shit, his world's been rocked.
Yeah.
But on the court for him, he looks like he's on a bit of a run now. And the Lakers all of a sudden have won 8 in a row.
Clicking. Things are clicking. I mean, watching that game against Houston the other night, it was just like, you saw the ways that they were clicking together. And not just because it was fantastic to watch with them in the fast break, throwing lobs after one another, whatever. But Luka, when he is just on fire, and when I'm talking about on fire, I'm not just talking about like his shooting and he's like, oh my God, he can knock down any three with a hand in his face. It's like his outlet passes are so on fire and precise and perfect and beautiful that it just like allows this team to really feel the energy with one another and click. And that's what you're seeing right now with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their 8-game win streak. Indiana, New York, Minnesota, Chicago, Denver, Houston twice, and Miami. They're now 45-25. They're the 3 spot right now in the Western Conference. And I know the Laker hype train is going to really start exploding now because they're playing better. And I'm not trying to take anything away from them at all. I still maintain, like, when I look at the West, I go, okay, the teams who I truly believe could win a championship there this year. OKC, San Antonio, and Denver.
God, that's so funny. I forgot about Denver tonight when we were talking.
And I know it's been bumpy for them, but they've had so many injuries, and maybe that's what's going to doom them this year. You know, like Jokic was banged up, Goran's banged, like everybody's been banged up for them. It hasn't been smooth sailing, and defensively, it hasn't been good for that group at all. And they're hanging right now to the 6th spot at 42-28. Maybe I'm giving Jokic too much credit because like the resume, and I've seen what them pushing OKC to the brink last year. I think the thing I get hung up with the Lakers is I just don't trust it come playoff time. You know, like
I mean, but it's Luka and LeBron playoff time though. Like that's the other thing. You have to think about their experience and of just like being in the NBA and big games and deep into a season. Championships.
Those guys look like they're clicking right now. Yeah. Absolutely. Which is great. But like, I don't trust DeAndre Ayton in a big game. Is Marcus Smart hitting big shots come playoff time?
Austin Reeves, you've seen him have some big ones.
Austin's been great this year. And that's been kind of clunky at times. Like him getting back, trying to, the way the season started was like Austin and Luka. And then LeBron was banged up. And now
I'm falling for this, the way that they're clicking in this stretch of games. I'm definitely falling for it, but it's translating to pushing them up in the West. So,
but are you buying them as a championship team, a team that can come up?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay. That's easy for me to say. Like that's very easy for me to say. No.
You look at the teams you trust in the West.
Spurs, OKC.
Spurs and OKC. Okay.
And even when I say Spurs, like that to me is just like putting them there, but there's just something about their game, their identity, the way that they click as a team. I don't give a shit if they don't have the experience. I still trust it a little bit more.
I trust Denver if they are right come playoff time, that they can still make some noise. I trust them. Body of work, they've done it. They've got pieces. They've got horses. Like,
yeah.
So those three. I don't trust Houston at all.
No,
major fraud alert. And it's too bad because I like some of their talent, but their young talent looks like they're scared of the basketball sometimes.
Yeah.
With Thompson and Smith. Even Tari Eason, like his stretch right now, he can't make a shot. Like I feel so bad for him. And then Minnesota's just been so up and down, up and down. I can't trust Minnesota either.
No. And it's, again, what we saw last year with some of these teams, it showed the beauty of this being a team sport and how you have to have a complete roster that understands one another, that buys in, that plays with an identity. And that's why when I talk about OKC, but even with the San Antonio Spurs, like you've seen that on display all season long. And when I talk about their physicality, that to me shows how ready they are for the postseason because they've had that physicality just in the regular season. What is that going to look like in the postseason?
One other LeBron note real fast.
Yeah.
It was his 1,611th game of his career, tying him with Hall of Famer Robert Parrish for the all-time games played mark.
Whoa.
Crazy, dude.
That is crazy.
He's still just dunking on people. Running in transition
and just looking like
it's stupid. It's stupid.
Hasn't aged.
It's nuts. So LA's won 8 in a row. Oklahoma City, by the way, has won 10 straight.
Oh, yeah. Good for them. What's that like? What's that like?
What's that like? I think the Kings' longest streak this year is 4 in a row.
That's pretty good for one of the worst seasons.
Yeah. Next up for the Sacramento Kings, they take on the Brooklyn Nets. But before we get there, what would be your J Street Dental moment of tonight's game?
Oh, my God. Probably what was it? The one, the VJ Edgecombe, when you had to like stretch out for that oop.
That was nice.
That was nice.
One other candidate that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because you're suggesting the first quarter that Edwards lobbed to VJ in transition.
Yes.
What about when Doug McDermott blocked Quentin Grimes?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. And then Malik Monk tried to dunk it on the other side.
That was sick.
That would have been probably the moment of the year had Monk dunked the ball.
Yeah. But the even the dunk by Doug, I loved it. It was just like a nice little effort play using his size. Not going to see it much, but you saw it tonight.
Is that really the moment? The VJ lob?
Dude,
Edwards?
There weren't moments.
Okay.
Like, if anyone else has a moment, please throw it at us. But that's our J Street Dental moment of the game, enriching lives and enhancing smiles. Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. Check out these smiles. This is where we got done. Thank you.
Appreciate their support of the podcast. Kings and Nets coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
3 p.m. start time. Brooklyn. Breaking news, not good again. They are sitting at 17-52. The Kings are 18-53.
Whoa.
So a big game for the lottery standings. These two teams play twice this year. And their first matchup is coming up Sunday. What the hell is that going to look like?
I don't know. Because, I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is obviously out,
You're
too.
right. A couple of weeks.
So he's out a couple weeks. I don't know what to expect. I don't even know who's going to be playing for the Sacramento Kings. Is Malik going to be okay? Is Neek going to be back? And I'm not looking at this game anymore, like with the lottery anxiety, because since I think it was the Utah game, like it kind of left my body of like, okay, this is what this team is doing. I have no control, and I'm not going to do this to myself in the rest of these Brooklyn games that we have coming up. Like, I just can't.
You're just in the it is what it is mode.
Pick, make the right pick.
I'm just going to remember this fucking moment because I guarantee you when they win on Sunday, you're going to be feeling it a little bit.
That's fine.
But at the moment, you're telling yourself,
Yeah.
I don't have lottery anxiety. I swear.
No, I'm like over it. I'm over it. It's just like, make
You can't
the right
do
pick.
anything about it.
You can't, but what you can do is when you have the 8th pick in the draft, doesn't that sound awful?
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
When you have the 8th pick in the
If
draft,
you do, yeah.
make it the right one.
Make the right one. Yeah.
Make it the right pick.
Yeah. This Nets team
I don't like
playing a
saying
lot of rookies. You mentioned Michael Porter being out. I mean, they do have athletes. I mean, similar to tonight. Again, any team that's got like athletic guys,
Yeah.
I do worry about. And for Sacramento, they're shorthanded right now. At least with Brooklyn, they do have
bodies.
a ton of bodies they're
Yeah.
playing. Where Sacramento doesn't. And you do wonder do they do anything else? Like, do they? I mean, not that this would help a lot, but like you could bring back Patrick Baldwin.
Why not?
He's
They
been
should.
on the road. He's on
they'll
a
be
two-way
home.
deal. Yeah, and they're back home.
Oh, they will then.
I would think they would bring back
Yeah.
Patrick Baldwin, who's had some, big numbers on the road trip for the Stockton Kings. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about, all right, Malik left tonight. I don't know how serious the injury is for Neek,
No.
hamstring soreness, but you don't want to play around with fucking hamstring soreness. So
No, and that's why, again, my going in this game, it's like, all right, we're gonna find out day of who's playing, what bodies can work, and you're exactly right though. They have a lot of bodies. They have a style of play.
all I ask is I'm just so over shenanigans.
Oh.
Like, I do not want to see these tanking coaches. And I know it is what it is, but what Carlisle did a little bit and, Hardy, it's like sitting guys who get hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, wait, this guy is torching the Kings right now and you're just sitting him?
It's just a little disgusting.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And it's like, sometimes am I jealous?
In a close game, by the way.
Am I a little jealous? And I'm like, do I wish that we were kind of doing that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, too, I guess no one's really ever torching that hardcore except someone like DeMar. But at the end of the day, too, it's like they just want to do it the right way. They just they respect the game. They want to do it the right way. I know I say if you're not cheating, you're not trying, but it's not my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get some final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
And if you don't have one, don't just come up with one. You're searching.
Well, I mean, yeah, but do you have your final thought planned out before the show ends?
No, but my brain's faster than AI.
By all means, chatty.
Shout out to the WNBA for getting a new collective bargaining agreement done and avoiding a lockout. Would have been outrageous.
Devastating.
Seeing the W and their players get rewarded is really cool. And I'm excited for the upcoming WNBA season.
Hell, that's a great final thought. I'm so with you on that. It is so cool. It's so great to just see. I know the negotiations took so long, but to just see an organization where women are getting paid what they deserve, it's just a dream come true. It's awesome.
Give me a hell yeah.
I love it.
And we love all the people who have hung out with us tonight after another Kings loss.
Thanks, everybody.
You guys are literally the best. And here's a note of optimism from JC. Don't worry, we'll have the worst record next year, and the revamped lottery system next year will land the Kings with the 9th pick. Dude, I've thought about this so many times. I've thought about this like, yeah, finally they adjust the lottery and like, hey, we got to change it. You can't pick top 5 2 years in a row. And you're like, okay, right in the middle of our rebuild?
Yeah.
Great.
Allow the Spurs to have their years of amazing.
God damn.
Yep. Be ready for anything.
Oh, man. We appreciate you guys so much. The biggest thing you could do after the show, hit the comments. We'll chat there. We love you guys, but we got to go.
Thanks for being here. See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know. Deuce and Mo.